We were trying to caution them not to come out and protest. What is the rationale behind that kind of a protest that is not warranted? We have made an announcement. The federal government has announced that every 7th of April is National Police Day. And suddenly, a group, I think it's Take It Back movement, said they want to have a protest, mass protest across the country, and a marked a date, April 7, to celebrate the police. And suddenly, a group is saying that is the same place, that is the same day we want to have a protest in Nigeria, the same arena.
So the Nigerian police and Omoyele Sowore's Take It Back movement is set for yet another showdown today in Abuja. Only this time, the potential showdown is likely to happen because of the most ridiculous reason you can ever imagine. The police say they are having their so-called National Police Day celebrations at the Eagle Square in Abuja today, April 7th, and that Mr. Sowore's Take It Back movement protest is happening at a venue in Abuja that is too close for comfort. Therefore, that protest must be put on hold. And don't take my word for it. Watch.
Is it a subtle diplomacy that you're applying also to the protesters who are planning to protest tomorrow? Yeah,
no, Sharon, that's a different thing entirely.
So, but you are telling them not to
protest.
We
were trying to caution them not to come out and protest. What is the rationale behind that kind of a protest that is not warranted? We have made an announcement. The federal government has announced that every 7th of April is National Police Day. And suddenly, a group, I think it's Take It Back movement, said they want to have a protest, mass protest across the country, and a marked a date, April 7, to celebrate the police. And suddenly, a group is saying that is the same place, that is the same day we want to have a protest in Nigeria, the same arena, because we are having our own at Eagle Square, and you can see that where the Fountain, Unity Park, close to National Assembly, is all the same around the 3-arm zone of the Federal Capital Territory. We think it's ill-timed. I want to perceive that whoever is organizing this has just done it deliberately.
And of course, trust Sowore not to back down. In response to the police, he said this in a Facebook post. It is the Nigerian police force under the leadership of the illegal Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, that should reconsider their program. No amount of such initiatives can save Egbetokun from the controversy surrounding his illegal, unjust, and scandalous appointment by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nigeria needs a new police force, not one headed by a spent force IGP, utilizing diversionary tactics to shift public attention from its shortcomings and scandals. Regardless, tomorrow's protest, that is today, must go on across Nigeria. Nothing can stop the movement of the people. Now, I guess the most obvious question to ask is, why can't the Take It Back movement protest and the Police Day celebration, whatever it is called, and whatever that means, why can't both events hold on the same day and at the same time they've been scheduled to hold? So if I hear the police PRO correctly, they think the proximity of the Unity Fountain to where their own event will be taking place at the Eagle Square is a security concern for them. Now, assuming without conceding that the police is right, how is that the problem of Sowore and his team? And is that why protesters should now be cautioned, using the exact word of the PRO? Truth is, no matter how stupid the police think their rationale is for this protest, they still have the responsibility to protect them during the course of their protest. Now, we can argue over the essence and effectiveness of some of these protests, because quite frankly, I often wonder whether there is a grand strategy behind some of these protests. But of course, there is no doubt that Sowore and his team have every right to protest responsibly under the law. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. So the police say they are celebrating National Police Day. Respectfully, I do not know what the heck they are celebrating or what they are even talking about. So let's find out from police PRO to at least educate us on what exactly this day is all about. Watch.
Sheung, we know that there is every reason to celebrate the police. The Nigerian police force is 1930 has been doing well in many areas. We have given back to many security agencies, all of them, you know them in Nigeria. We are working together to have a common goal. And let me just say that if a police force like our whole in Nigeria has achieved a lot in maintaining, sustaining democracy, assisting federal government in implementing some of the policies to have a quick economic recovery, social integration, and development in all areas is worth celebrating. And again, the effort of the police in protecting lives and property, in line with our mandate in the Constitution, is nothing. You cannot jettison such a thing. We have arrested on a regular basis. We have been arresting and tackling some of these violent crimes, other social vices that have been giving us issues as creating security challenges in Nigeria. The Nigeria Police Force,
specifically under the IGP Egbetokun era, what would you say the police have done for us to
if you have been following us, you see that we release statistics of achievement of arrests, recoveries we have made. Let me just say 2024. I think you can have it. I think that, yes, this is very good. You have it on the screen. You can see that 2024, we're able to arrest 32,997 suspects across the country. And just this year, 2025, this first quarter, we've been able to arrest 6,623. You can see the rescue. You can see that recently under IGP Egbetokun is very, very, very interested in making sure that crime rate in Nigeria is reduced by 50%, even in the first quarter of this year. You can see the number of people that we've been able to rescue. 1,638 rescued in 2024. And just this year, 482 have been rescued. You can see the arms recovered 2,000 plus, and ammunition recovered 24,430. And this year alone, January, February, March, up to date, this moment, 11,723 vehicles recovered. You can see a lot that we have done. We have a new face of the Nigerian Police Force. Are you talking of having access to housing or the construction of our dilapidated and obsolete barracks we have?
So these are all what is going to be highlighted in the police day.
The Nigeria Police Force has a new face. In all ramifications, talk of every other thing, medical, operation, professionalism, fight against corruption, tackling crimes and criminality in Nigeria.
Now, assuming all of that is true, which is not, but let's say for the purpose of argument, all of what you have just heard him reel out there can be associated with the Nigerian police. Where is the achievement of building a relationship of trust between themselves and the people in the list of their achievements? Because for me, the police can do everything he enumerated there, and even more. But if the people they protect and serve don't feel connected with their police, then nothing else matters. By the way, this I can almost guarantee you wasn't done by Channels Television. I think it was an oversight on Seun's part not to have mentioned that the document wasn't produced by the station. So this is obviously a document of the police, and of course, they are at liberty to showcase any document that makes them sleep well at night. But why does the Nigerian police like to celebrate arrest and parade of suspects? As far as they are making arrests, they are doing their job. Meanwhile, many of those arrested by the Nigerian police are oftentimes innocent victims, or those arrested for the most ridiculous reasons. Or wasn't it before our very eyes that the Nigerian police did this? Now, having said all of that, the Nigerian police still deserves our support and respect, especially those incredibly patriotic ones among them. We call them out when they fall our hands, and we must never hesitate to celebrate them when they serve with dignity and with honor.